Alright. Um. Hmm. Empire count map. Nobody's in. Alright, might as well just advertise this on the Discord and see how many people we can get in. Discord, YouTube, bro. Yeah, I know what happened. I'm gonna address that on stream. The Sweden situation is crazy. Yeah, I know, bro. My personal opinion, nobody deserves to see that. Ain't that crazy? It's just sick and messed up. But if you do like, I don't know. Holy. Hold up. My ears, they're... Give me a minute. I'm good. HRE is 12. He sent it to HRE? Holy, that's a whole nother level of sick. I want to scream at him now. Holy. Stockton, should I unblock him just to scream at him? A Swedish is a messed up sick person who sent inappropriate pictures to Stockton Mapping and this young mapper called HRE. I made a status letting everybody know on Discord to block him and protect people. Oh god. You're welcome, and Benito too. Now Bend is crazy. Alright, what empire should we do next? Can I VC? No, you may not. I'm not doing a VC with anybody right now. A little bit of a traumatizing moment going on. Finland, so Sweden dies. That is valid. Yeah. There's something I wish I could say on stream, but I can't. because of how messed up that is. But what I would say to Swedish is very messed up, but is very valid because of what Swedish has done. A kid. Do Finland and Norway. We're gonna do Finland since my Wixo started in Finland. Started like over here. My original Wixo started in Finland. Swedish is like 16. I'm sorry, but it was Harry. Stockton, did you like it? Like, holy. You took the time. Of course, Benito liked it. I will not be making a San Marino Empire. I'm not surprised Benito liked it. Cali text mapping. NSW pictures on Discord? Yeah. Yeah. Let us guess. Yeah. It's been happening to a lot of people. Thankfully, not me. Yeah. Holy. Get off of Discord, delete Discord, you're only 12. So what I could recommend to all my crew members, or Benito, but I gotta talk to Benito somehow, so he can't really... Yeah. If you're 12, get off Discord. Yeah. I say, not even I should be on Discord. And I'm 15. Now, sometimes I like Discord. It comes in handy sometimes, it's fun to use. But when messed up stuff like that happens, you just gotta hate on Discord. It makes sense. And I hope Discord does get its stuff fixed. With moderating and all that mess. Discord is an absolutely horrible app if you don't hang out with people who aren't using it correctly. Yeah, that's valid. That's a good reason to use Discord, Unknown Geo. I use Discord to talk to other mappers. That's a good reason to use Discord. If you're using Discord to be sick and maniacal to people you don't even know, just go. Yeah. Ban Swedish from the platform. Ban Swedish from Discord. If stuff like this keeps happening, I'm gonna quit the mapping community for real. Yeah, that's probably a valid reason. As a... Not to try to diss on the small mapping community, but as a small mapper, I absolutely hate the small mapping community. Now, I'm almost a big mapper. I mean, like, I'm 100 subs from being a big mapper, so... And Golan, what do you want, Fiji? I hope you can get out of our community. I hope I can get out of y'all's community in a good way, too. Sooner I can get out, in my opinion, the better. What do you classify as a big mapper? Well, I'm doing whatever Norwegian classifies as a big mapper, so like 500 subs plus. Probably 1K in my opinion, but yeah, Stockton is not a big mapper though. He just started mapping though. He sub-grinded, but realistically, he's not a big mapper. So you started mapping in 2023? Why do your mapping videos get... Yeah, but why do your current mapping videos get no views? I mean, I'm basically here. Well, you're not in the small mapping community. You have almost 1K. As soon as I'm at 1K, I'm leaving the whole community. 1K up is a requirement to be my friend when I hit 1K. Because I know all the mappers above 1K don't have any maniacal stuff going on. And not to try to diss on every single good mapper in the small mapping community, but the small mapping community is the ghetto. It is the hood. Nobody likes it there. Denmark, Lithuania, Ukraine. Subbed from Russia. Yo, I'm gonna fill in this map so fast. I'm not a mapper, I just make scenarios using the universe. What if civilization start? I'm not a universe mapper on not CBB junior mapping. Alright. I will say I used to be the best person 2 months ago. I've been working on myself. Oh, I used to be not the best person like 2 months ago, but I've been working on myself and I think it shows. I haven't talked to you in a while, so I don't know. I haven't been in this mapping game for a while. Only 3 months in. I mean, I'm a small mapper. You're a larger mapper, but you also get minimum views on your videos. Like, how much views do you get on your vids? Hold up, I gotta know. Never mind, you get a lot more. No wonder this blew up. This was amazing. Not even gonna read that, man. Sorry. Yeah. Be proud of this. Continue on this series. Um, 1K views. So I average out 1K views. This was amazing. I don't know how. I absolutely hate that it got so much popularity. But it did. A Swedish is an absolute weirdo. Yeah, I know he's saying. You're literally 11, bro. Get off of Discord. Delete Discord right now. I'm sorry. Not to be that sort of guy who's just telling you to delete Discord. Some just you don't care for. Just annoying as hell. But do it. What happened to your Wixo normal one? You will find out once I'm done with Fallout. Actually, once I'm done with the Fallout, I already have a plan. So I have plans for when I end the series. On like episode 100 or 200, I don't know. Hi everyone in Angolan. My sanity is going down right now. NJ. I'm guessing you mean right now. Oh, not joking. My bad, I'm a little slow. Alright. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of What If Countries Formed an Empire. In this video, we will be seeing what if Finland formed an empire. Alright, so what should be the first country that Finland invades? What's wrong, Benito? Union with Estonia? Is that realistic, though? I wanna know. The Baltics? Yeah, let's naval landing in Estonia. For this scenario, Finland will be buffed and NATO and other major alliances will not be a thing, such as CSTGO. First thing they do is make a naval landing on the islands of Estonia. They use those islands to slowly push into Estonia, slowly pushing in, flooding into Estonia, taking over all of Estonia fairly quickly, and integrating them into the Swedish Empire. They're going to fully annex Estonia like so. What should I do next? I think Sweden would be too strong. Should we have Sweden jump Norway? With Finland? Yeah, but I don't think that's... See, it's not connected by land. This? Short distance, I know, right? Not connected by land. They're going to have struggles assimilating Estonia like so. So I think as a beginning thing, they should invade Norway with Sweden to get more oil resources and yeah. Estonia has a very similar culture and language to Finland. I know, but pushing down into all the Baltics. Still, they gotta assimilate Estonia. And there's going to be people that don't agree with them. So they're still going to have to assimilate a nation with similar culture and everything. It don't matter. Here we see Sweden and Finland making a short pact to invade Norway together. So realistically, in my opinion, would not happen. Baltic invasion? No. Takes time. How's MapLads doing? What's MapLads? Wait. Oh, MapLads. They don't know about that yet, I don't think. Probably. I might not have told them. So, shh. You don't know. Or has someone already posted about it? Here we see Finland and Sweden slowly starting an invasion into Norway. And Finland's not going to be doing much in this war. Their main goal is just to take the territory directly north of them. But Sweden is going to struggle a lot with this. So Finland's going to send lots of troops down into Sweden to back up their Norwegian invasion and advances. While Finland kind of controls all of the northern territory over here. There's practically nobody living here, so they all just surrender over to Finland and Sweden. And Sweden's going to make a slow push into Norway, creeping up along the coast, but they're going to be pushed back a lot. Isn't the capital of Norway like here? Where is it? How is your day? Pretty good. Roblox Elvis plays. Where's the capital of Norway? Hold up. Oslo. Yeah, Oslo. I know, but where is Oslo? Oh, that's my bad. Messed up as a mapper. Oslo. Yeah, they did already take it. Well, no. They're right on... They barely took Oslo. Here we see Norway fighting back for Oslo, slowly taking back their capital. And they're going to take it back, start a defensive. They had lots of troops on this siege, so it's going to be really hard for them at the start. But they are going to slowly push up northern to their offensive, slowly pushing back against them. But they are going to start encircling areas north of Oslo to slowly gain a surrounding of Oslo, and they're also going to spearhead down, slowly creating major encirclements until they encircle Oslo halfway, and they take over Oslo. Here we see Norway surrenders, and they peace out. So, you're way too zoomed in sometimes. I had to be way too zoomed in. For that little bit. What do you think's a fair amount of land for Finland? I know this northern land don't matter, so they could just hold influence over, I don't know, war rep or something. I hate this border. This is the worst border to draw on ever. I think that's too much land. I think they should be pushed on Oslo. Alright. You think this is fair? Here we see this as the peace treaty, and Finland gets lots of war reparations because Sweden got so much land, and they're going to use this war reparations to assimilate Estonia better. Yes, I can say pickle. After this, we see Finland and Latvia kind of having a pickle in the Balkans, and they're going to have a border crisis, so Finland's going to have to declare war on Latvia for a border crisis. But here we see Finland quickly invading Latvia. No wonder they had lots of troops on their border already. Latvia wasn't expecting this. They had a border crisis, but Latvia quickly surrenders and joins Estonia under the rule of Finland. What could I do next? Should I have them create an anti-Russia alliance? And then we create Greater Finland borders? Yeah. We make pretty borders. Here we see Finland trying to make an anti-Russia alliance, and a few countries start to join this alliance very fast. Here we see Ukraine, Poland, and Latvia, along with the nation of Georgia joining. Did I say Latvia? I meant Lithuania. After we see this form, we see Japan and South Korea actually want to join in on this alliance, so they go ahead and join in. Russia Civil War? We could see that. I'd have to look at a map of Russia again. Political map. Well, no. But that would be a lie. But, pretty sure there's some rebel groups in the Caucasus. And I feel like just to, yeah. I don't care about these occupied zones. That's Georgia. Who else should join? This is W. Russia should join. Russia should not join the anti-Russian alliance. Alright. Oh, and don't keep the empire count map. Don't keep the counting part of it. You can make your own counting part of it. I don't care. But don't keep my count. You won't need it. Because I use this to count what empires I've made. So where's where we would see a Russian rebellion? Would we see it around this area? That's what I was figuring. And I'm figuring, all this area is down here. Rebelling. Because then you got the normal Orthodox and some Muslims living in Russia. Towards the north. There's actually a surprising amount of Muslims in Russia. So with this anti-Russian coalition happening, Russia is going to declare war on the coalition because, you know, they think they're all powerful, but they're only doing this to try to get China to join in because they do have beef with South Korea and Japan. But this is not going to work as China, it knows it should not get involved because of their current relations with the West and everybody around them, and they don't want to get into a war with India too, so they're going to stay away from South Korea and Japan. Russia declaring war on a coalition, I do see that as possible. Yeah. The current Russian government, not to throw shade, but the current Russian government. All I'm gonna say. No point of saying anything else. But the current Russian government. Absolutely sucks. Alright. So let's... Here we see Russia pushing into Finland with the help of Belarus, and Belarus is going to push into Poland, and Poland's going to be like, oh wow, how dare you do this? And then they're going to resume their invasion into Ukraine like so, looking something like this, and Ukraine's going to be like, alright, finally we're getting some help. But we actually see some minor success in Asia. Can we agree besides the past 100 years, Russia was kinda good. Also, I don't like CCP. I absolutely hate the CCP. I love the people of China. Some nice people from China. No matter the current government. But, yeah, CCP. So, there's nothing Russia can really do here. There's some population over here, but Japan and South Korea are absolutely going to destroy Russia on this front, and they're not going to really care. Russia's not going to care about this much. But Japan is just going to struggle. Seoul is going to be captured, joining up with Japan. And they start invading into the colder parts of Russia. Russia's not going to really care. But we are going to have Poland, Ukraine, and everybody making a pushback due to the help of so many different countries joining in to aid some of these countries in the defeat of Russia. So they're going to start a push into Belarus to sort of reach up to Finland and block off the Polish invasion, and that's going to work perfectly with Belarus struggling. Belarus is very split, I'd say, in my opinion, with Russia and not wanting to join Russia, thinking Russia is oppressive, but that's just in my opinion. I think Belarus is more split than it actually is. But I do think that Finland would kind of win in this area. But as soon as this happens, Russia riskingly launches an invasion of Finland from St. Petersburg. Now, this isn't going to be very effective since Finland's just going to use the cold to their advantage and quickly push Russia out, surprisingly. And we see the White Death 2.0 slowly invading into Russia instead of defending against Russia this time. But they are going to slowly capture some parts of Greater Finland, pushing along this border. They're not really going to care much about this, but as soon as they split this off, Russia's going to lose so much resources, and this is going to surrender, with them making a naval landing right there. And Ukraine's actually going to successfully push back a lot of their captured territory from Russia due to Russia being slowly distracted more and more by Finland, Poland, and everybody else. And this is going to suck for Russia because Russia just lost Crimea. Now, I think Crimea would want independence from Ukraine, but they would not rebel against Ukraine yet. They would probably ask for independence after war. But here we see this whole region rebelling very fast with Georgian support, and Georgia's going to slowly invade. Well, they had invaded. This is post. I didn't draw this, but this is the rebellion in this area. They're not going to do much more than that. They're just going to try to hold. They're not going to be too ambitious as a rebellion yet, but I do think they have a future as a very ambitious country. But Ukraine's going to invade into Russia, slowly starting a massive push into Russia, changing the tides of their war with the help from Finland and everybody. And Finland and Poland are going to send massive aid to the Polish front. The Polish front over here and Ukrainian front. So here we see them pushing along the border. Slowly pushing back Belarus. Many Belarusians are going to flee into Russia, and they're going to surrender all the way over to Poland, with St. Petersburg slowly surrendering on over into Finland. And here we are going to see a peace treaty happening, but not after we see massive invasions into the colder parts of Russia and what has been happening here besides from the European areas. I didn't really want to focus on this because this is so far away from Finland, but this will look like that. And let's see this peace treaty. I did not say massive AIDS. Shush. Shush. Massive AIDS over to Russia. I'm sorry. Forgive me, for I have messed up. As a mapper, I've said something very weird. At least y'all know it's on accident. You clip that? Come on. Alright. I've know nothing about this little area, so I'm just going to merge it into one country, hoping nobody gets mad. Georgia's going to take some land. Nobody clip that. Him admitting a mistake I thought was only a myth. He would do that. It's surprisingly a mistake. I mean, I do admit my mistakes quite a bit. Sometimes. I mean, yeah, I do. Lying is bad? Bro, I do admit my mistakes. Unless I'm mad at you. For a good reason. Bro, trust me. You don't even know me long enough. United Caucasus? Yeah, sort of. United Caucasus would be a bad idea, in my opinion. Culture is big thing, but I do think we could work with a government sort of here. New government here. Democratic Russia. I mean, just saying. Lots of different culture. United Caucasus, bad idea. Hashtag free key, no. I don't know. Georgia gaining this much land, very unrealistic. But I'm thinking they would get aid from a lot of countries and be able to control all that land. I mean, they would have a post-Russian war management program, probably. In my opinion, that could happen. Because with the collapse of the Soviets, there was no preventing Russia from becoming what Russia is now. So I think it would be a very good idea to have a preventative method. A preventative union preventing this stuff. So I know this is very realistic scenario. Might be glazing Finland. Oh, Poland ball official dropped. Again. Oh wow. Not a shocking surprise. I love Poland ball official. And look at this Finland. Absolutely amazing. Amazing Finland. So powerful. I think rest of Belarus should go to Ukraine. Beefy Ukraine. Holy. I don't want to take too much land from Russia because I think it would be too much strain on all these countries. And St. Petersburg. Decent over to Finland. Kaliningrad going over to just Lithuania would suck. So I'm thinking splitting Kaliningrad? No one is hurt Polska ever again. Facts. Love Polska. Love, war, respect, and Polska. Don't free Kyiv! Shut up! God, so annoying. Like, freedom is for people living in the US. He's Spanish Empire mapping and I'm Angolan ball mapping. We're not in the US. This ain't the US, this is mapping. Take that. Here we see this being the peace treaty in Asia, with Japan gaining this, the island of Seoul, and a little bit of Russian land there. Ukraine's going to become a beast. Georgia's going to become a beast, and we see this new Caucasus state forming. And here we see the grand extent of Finland growing very large and becoming one of the best Finlands I've ever seen. And Lithuania is going to split Kaliningrad with Poland. Poland's going to gain some land from Belarus. Ukraine's going to get the most land out of Belarus. And they're also going to annex Crimea, with Crimea wanting to join up with Ukraine for the economic benefits. Surprisingly. Oh wow. And Russia's going to be installed with a democratic government, and everybody's going to support this democratic government, with key methods being placed to keep Russia democratic, managing their government to an extent with Western ideology, preventing another Russian superpower against the West. That will be it for the extent of the Finland Empire. This empire is the best empire I've made besides Angola. So let's go. Goodbye, everybody. Can't wait to see y'all in my next video. KK, you tough? There's not people in my attic. Shh. 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 My bed is now a sovereign nation. I just recognized it. Alright. Let's use Opera like a good boy. We're gonna upload this video. We're not going to put a name or thumbnail. We're just going to call it Finland, and it will be uploaded sometime while I'm at school. That is my third pre-record for when I'm in school. What do you mean school? I'm recording for late August. I go to school in late August. I gotta pre-record. If I pre-record every single day, I can have 36 vids. It's early July, I know. I need 36 vids for a full school year of just one video a week. I'm on that grind. If I stay on this grind, I only have to record one video a week. And that's Wixo. Is this the latest episode? Pretty sure it is. So I think we're gonna start colonialism soon. Yeah, I'm not going to use schedule on YouTube yet. I still gotta make all the videos, thumbnails, and everything. It's a strategy. You'll see it when it happens. Make the giant green nation... What giant green nation? This one? This one's a pretty normal-ish nation, in my opinion. What Lime team? I don't have a Lime team. There's no countries in Asia. Well, there is, the Persian Union. No, like it's in Europe. What green country in Europe? I don't know what y'all are seeing, but I ain't seeing it. It's in China. I got no nations in China. Where? Everywhere? Cuba's in North America. And North and Southern Cuba. Like... Oh, the nuclear waste. Yeah, guys, that ain't countries. That's just nuclear waste. Yeah, pay attention to my series and you can find that out. You were trolling. Yeah, I don't think Cali Tex was trolling. Cali Tex, were you trolling or what? I only watched your normal Wixo. Yeah, I kinda quit my normal Wixo. Didn't make sense. Didn't really like it. Angola's going to be a colonizer. South Africa. Madagascar. I need a Somalian colonizer. I don't think Persia could colonize. I don't know. I want to destabilize Persia. I want to have a battle to the death between my Persian nations. And the human nations, too. Wait, why you ended the live stream? I did not end the live stream. We're done with the Finland Empire. If that's what you're asking about. Oh, so you're American. Stockton, I support that 100%, man. Get a haircut to attract the girls. Meh. Don't really matter. Hold on. Are you Christian? I am not Christian. Am I bald? Yes, I'm bald. And Golan, you're not Christian, I'll pray for you. Alright. I'm atheist, not Christian. I'll be open about it. But I ain't gonna hate on anybody if nobody hits on me. I'm also bald, so yeah. Sorry. I got hair. My bad. I'm also atheist. Yeah, a lot of people are becoming atheist. I don't really like it. I don't really like the growing number of atheists. But it makes sense. What's crazy in 2024, Bible sales went up 20%. Alright. Yeah, growing rise of atheism. I saw it here. It just makes sense. Religion, good to have. That's what I'll say. You have a gaming PC? I do not yet. I'm using a laptop right now. No offense, but everyone who believes in God probably got an F in science. That is very offensive, man. Can I ask you why you believe in atheism? Not to offend. I don't believe in atheism. Atheism's not a religion. Atheism is a belief to an extent. It's believing science over God, basically. Yeah. I don't know why people think atheism is a religion. You don't believe in science, you believe in fact. You don't believe in science, you trust in fact. Here. That's... Yeah. I want to give you a gaming PC, but I don't have enough money. That's fine. I'm getting a gaming PC. I'm pre-building, not pre-built, but I'm building a PC soon. With the help of my dad's best friend, basically. He has some parts for me that I'm gonna use. And then well, I have no clue how to build a PC. Yeah. Why does Italy have a... Mikey. That's cool. Building a PC would be fun. Because it's links, you know. I have no clue what's wrong with that, but alright. Italy does not have a PP, it's just connected to Africa. Or could it have a piece? It might have a PP. We don't know. We don't know what gender Italy is. It would be kind of weird to... You clip that? Yo, I'm getting clipped like crazy. Italy is the penis of Europe. Can we stop talking about penises? Chat, I don't want to talk about penises with a bunch of kids. That's kind of weird. I will not time him out. I support what he's saying 100%. Still soft like Churchill said. Remember that one clip of you reacting to yourself playing Minecraft? Yeah, that was a good clip. Give mod back? No, I'm gonna actually start taking away mod from people. So I have a new rule for getting mod that you gotta pay for mod, because people who pay for mod, typically I can trust them more, because they're going to take it as a reward more than just a goof around thing. You only took mine. I've been trying to take more, you know. And Golan, can I keep it? Nah. I'm sorry. Why? 'Cause you're usually not on any streams. You're barely on every stream. You're not. You're not on every stream. Taiwanese, I'd say, deserves... Yeah, you try, but you ain't. You're more of like a guest. A reoccurring guest that everybody loves. It's called having a life, but I know, most people, I need the people who don't have a life to be mods. Yeah, having mods is a little bit of a stressful job, especially for my server. Oh, and religion map is not updated. I got lots of stuff to update on this map, so just know that I am behind. My last episode was a big episode, basically the scramble for Southern Africa amongst the African nations. Who helped your old Discord server in a few hours? Held into... Well, still. I don't think you deserve it. You're not in every stream. You have a life. You know how different that is compared to most people who I'd want as mod? You have a life. You can't be a moderator. You literally have a life. Like, don't be mod. What's clipped? Nah, you have a life. Get out of here. My viewers aren't allowed to have those. I will openly admit I don't have a life either. I have a life, but it's a fun life, but it's behind a computer screen most of the time. And I don't mind it, you know? Being behind a computer all day ain't that bad. Especially when talking to you. I like online friends better than real life friends because online friends you can never talk to them, not never talk to them again if you want to. You don't even have to see them in public. I like online friends better because of how fast you can remove them. Preferably, I'd rather have IRL friends. But the benefits of non-IRL friends, amazing. See me and Golan. I believe in a higher power. Well, I technically believe in a higher power, but I'm not agnostic. See, when I cut people off, it's so much better when I can just do it online and block them and never talk to them again. Instead, I gotta go through this long process of telling them I don't want to hang out with them, and then they try to hang out with me, then I tell them I don't want to hang out with them, and then I say it straight to their face and they get mad. Yeah. Like how you... Yeah, exactly. Online friends don't matter. But they're fun to have. They're amazing to have if they're good people, and if they're not, you got the benefit of blocking them. You can't block someone in real life. You've told me information I wish I never knew. Alright. I don't care. It's the truth. I'm not a people's person. I will socially interact with you if I have to. I don't like talking to people, though. I'm a streamer. I don't like talking to people. I sit behind a stream and read messages from random people. But I do like talking to people sometimes. I do like presenting public PowerPoints and all that mess at school and all that mess. PowerPoints, I love PowerPoints. You could give me a PowerPoint, I'll present it easy. Done. I love it. It's weird. I get it. It's a PowerPoint though. Bye, Fred. I'm your guy when talking about PowerPoints. I will improvise so much as soon as I mess up on PowerPoints, and it will be like if I'm reading a script. It is insane. And it's all common sense. Petition for him to give me mod back. Alright. I have my gel blaster with me. That's pretty good. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty nice. I can't vote. Yeah, you can't vote. It's a petition for you. If everyone has to pay, then so should he. That's what I'm trying to get at. Even if he wins the petition, still. You're an absolute OG, but nobody cares that much. Not to try to be mean, but nobody cares that much. Everybody's mad because they have to pay, so I think OGs should have to pay too. But I know you're not going to pay, and you're not in most of the streams. So who would pay money for my mod? Lots of people said they would donate for mod. Are you from Angola? No, I'm not from Angola, but I do love Angola. How much does mod cost? Any donation. Like $2. This is a stream. No, this is not a Streamlab stream. And I don't have a payment method set up with Streamlabs, so I do not have a donation. How much you want to bet that I'd get timed out over 2 seconds? Well, that's the thing. If you pay for it, you're not going to over-abuse it because you paid for it. What if someone accidentally donates 200 instead of 2? I'll be very happy. You know, yesterday was a shorter... I want to donate $500, but sadly, we do not afford that. Oh, wow. What if, let's say, they sue you if you don't give them the 298 back? I'll just cash at them the money back. It's easy. Which country are you from? A country. The one with the government. No, Keeg, I'm from a country with a government. You should stream on Twitch so you can get paid right now. Here's the thing, TOS is different for Twitch and it's messed up. Kick I'd stream on. But I've never worked with Kick. Do you have TikTok? No, I do not have TikTok. Well, actually, I do have TikTok. Never mind. I do have TikTok. Link in bio. Yeah. Do you have VR? Yes, I do, but it sucks. And it does not work. Stockton clipped me again. Oh, God. Here, I'll let one lucky viewer do my provinces. Make Keeg choose between food and mod. Keeg, food or mod? Because I'll feed you right now if you pick food. Both? I'm not letting you pick both. Food or mod. I love your accent. Thank you very much. Haven't fed for weeks. I mean, I got lots of mouths to feed. I don't know what. YouTube ain't making me enough money. I can't feed you, Keeg. I'm sorry. So shut up and not get fed. Do you know how to code? I do not know how to code. I want to learn. That would be cool. What's up, Rex? Alright, so one lucky viewer will get to do my African provinces that I have not done yet. If they have paint.net. I'm from Albania. Nice to meet you. It is nice to meet you too. What mappers do I watch? I watch Adis Pro, a Norwegian, that's it. I can do provinces. Alright, one lucky viewer. So you from Angola, great country. I am not from Angola. Despite contradiction in beliefs and despite popular beliefs, I am not from Angola. Unknown Geo. I just sent you episode 9. I am from Albania, not lying. Alright. That's pretty cool. You know, I don't really care where you're from, as long as you're a good person. I am from Utah. It's pretty nice. I don't care who nobody is, as long as they're a good person. I'm from Romania. That's pretty cool. Chat, 500. Please. 500 by the end of this week. Unknown, did you get the map? I'm already subscribed into 2 other accounts. I'm from California, not Sweden. Alright, I'm gonna go for a minute. I'm gonna stop stream, get this map from, Unknown Geography. No, I better not be losing subscribers like crazy. If I get below 400, I'm gonna crash out. Israel or Palestine? Palestine. Generally, I hate Israel for monetary reasons. It may take a bit. Don't redo all the provinces, just add provinces. And if I go down another subscriber, I'm gonna crash out. Swear to God. This happens a lot. I go down so much. Alright. Then I go back up. I support Israel. I support Palestine because I don't agree with Israel spending so much of our U.S. taxpayer dollars. Ukraine or Russia, Ukraine 100%. I'm gonna go eat. Or not eat, just grab me a snack real quick. Alright, bye guys. Shh! I'm back. Keeg, I will smack you, I swear to God. Don't get out. Swear to God. Oh! Guys, I'm back. Keeg, don't do that again. I didn't want to do that, but I had to. This is child abuse. No, it is not. Shh. Alright. Oh, that was so tiring. Why couldn't you just be better, man? Don't have to unsub, try to escape, like... Oh my God. Not fun. No, he's not okay. He has some stuff wrong with him. Let's just say that. I got back in the attic right when he came back. Yo, I ain't that much of a menace, Stockton. Poland or Belarus? Poland. I love little European Texas. There's 234 people in your attic. I don't have an attic. Eritrea or Ethiopia? Eritrea. Not Eritrea. Eritrea or Ethiopia, do not do the entire map. Do every country that don't have provinces. You can send me the... Yeah. Once you send me it back, rename it to episode 10 map. Iran or Saudi Arabia? I'm gonna have to go with Saudi Arabia, probably. Iran, Saudi Arabia. That's a complicated question. Iran, not the best. Saudis, don't like the Saudis. Yemen or Saudi Arabia. People of Yemen or terrorist groups in Yemen? Because Yemen's on the side of Saudi Arabia to an extent. By the way, you only posted episode 6, not 7, 8, or 9. No, I posted episode 9. Because if I go to a different YouTube account, it should say... Sorry, I can't leak my name, but, if I go to a different YouTube account, episode 9. Afghanistan or Pakistan? That's hard. Iran or USA? USA, I support, not Pakistan, not Afghanistan. Oh, Stockton, so that's why it smells. God, clean it up. Pakistan or India? India. USA or Mexico? Mexico. Bangladesh or Burma? I don't know. That's a big one. Holy. I'd have to go with Bangladesh. Serbia or Albania? Albania. Vanuatu or Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein. I don't know. Kosovo or Serbia? Kosovo. Bosnia? Bosnian or Serbia? Probably Bosnia. Serbia or China? I don't know. South Korea. Taiwan or China? I'm gonna have to go with China because I hate West Taiwan. You know, how can you like West Taiwan? Here, I'll show West Taiwan on a map. This is West Taiwan on a map. Here's China. This is West Taiwan. Moldova or Romania? Hungary or Romania? Probably Romania. Japan or China? Japan. Moldova or Romania? Probably Moldova. Panama or Colombia? Panama. China is West Taiwan. He should be done with provinces already. He's taken forever. Cuba or USA? I don't know. Cuba's a little bit of a tricky situation. Honest opinion, Cuba. I know they're communist, but they have to be. They're stuck as communists. Venezuela or Brazil? Brazil. Yeah. Egypt or Libya? Ooh. Why you gotta ask me these complicated questions? Egypt or Libya, Probably Libya. Sudan or South Sudan? South Sudan. I support the right to rebel and change, so South Sudan. Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan? Somalia or Kenya? Ooh. Probably Kenya. I think people will forget how privileged and lucky they are to either be born in the US or live in the US because it's one of the most free nations. And we have clean water. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people need to forget how privileged and lucky they are to live in America. There's stuff our country does that we don't like, and forgetting how privileged we are gives us the ability to protest against what we don't like and what we like. Like boycotting. Some people think boycotting is horrible. Boycotting is our right. And boycotting is amazing. We should not give money to companies that we are boycotting. Argentina or United Kingdom? Argentina. Are you a great YouTuber? I am not a great YouTuber. I lived in Taiwan for 3 years. Alright. Yeah, we know. Turkmenistan or North Korea? Ooh, Turkmenistan's probably... I don't know. That's Chile or Bolivia? Ooh. I don't know much about South America. Probably Chile. But what happens in South America? Like, for real? I know there's been some border changes, but God, almost none. Egypt or Ethiopia? Ethiopia. Depends on what you're talking about in the situation. Because I hate Ethiopia sometimes, but I hate Egypt sometimes. Sudan or Ethiopia? Why? Alright. No. Finland or Sweden? Finland. Immediately. I love Finland. I'm sorry. Finland is better than Sweden. My opinion. They are much more equipped and they're much more equipped to fight against Russia than Sweden. In my opinion. Syria or Turkey? Did you hear about, say, Swedish? Yes, I did address a little bit on stream. Greece or Turkey? Ooh. Bulgaria or Turkey? Alright. Let's stay out of the Balkans. Please. Balkans, I hate every single Balkan nation except for a few I can agree with. Kurdistan or Iraq, Kurdistan. Kurdistan is the Kurds are very oppressed. Balkans or Baltics? Baltics, 100%. I love the Baltics. Way more chill. Tunisia or Spain? Tunisia. Tunisia's put in a bad spot. Spain's in a decent spot. Spain or Morocco? Probably Spain. But I do think Spain should give up its territory in Africa that they barely hold on to. And respect Morocco more. But I do not agree with Morocco because of their relations with their neighbors and all that mess. Morocco is complicated. France or Mali? Mali, probably. I'm done with all these countries. I'm done with the Sweden. That's for what is with you. I'm done. Alright. Alright. I don't need to ask you things anymore. I am done. My friend literally messaged me the low taper fish. Bosnia? No, not Bosnia. Freaking Finasco or Guyana. Ooh. Do you want to be my friend? Sure. I'm down. Chat, sub to my friend Algerian Geo. I'm True OG. From 14 subs to Pookie Mappers to Geo Edits to Independent Mr. Streamer. God, I love this channel so much. Wait, hold up. Let me swap to my account. Oh, I love this channel though. This channel. This channel means so much to me. I don't think y'all understand. Well, this channel, how fast it's grown, the people I've met just mean so much to me. Unknown Geo, you done with the province map, or should I just do it real quick? Oh, recent subs. Alright. I'm almost done. Alright. Yo, he's making fun of me for sub farming? Yo, chat, is it right to make fun of me for sub farming, even though sub farming isn't bad in that sense? I don't think it's bad. I'm gonna sub farm as much as I want. When I'm doing it, I don't care. I'm sub farming. I know I'm sub farming. I realize it. It gets my channel to higher levels. It's annoying for some people, but I don't watch YouTube shorts. Wait, that's Hungary. No, that's Slovakia. Hold up. I'm slow. It's sub farming. I'm admitting that. I don't care. It gets me to higher places as a mapper. I do not care what I do. If you don't like me sub farming, I don't care. And I'm vocal about it. I will not care and I won't care ever. I realized and I quit because it's a number. It's keep going up. Most people use sub farm to they subscribe to one video, they never see your content again. Yeah. I don't care if they're never going to see my content again. They will eventually. It's gonna keep me in their algorithm though. That's the thing. For the people that I can get to subscribe to me and will come back, it's pretty cool. And it will put me on their For You page. So it does help. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I do not care. It is a method that I will be using and won't hesitate to use. I know many other mapping YouTubers use it so they can't be talking. You've used sub farming, so shut up here. Not to be mean or anything, but you really can't talk. And I got a big mouth, I will say that. So that is my bad. And I will admit that I have a big mouth. But it's just sub farming. That's like telling people to like and subscribe at the end of videos. I don't do that. One, I forget to do that. Nobody cares that I forget to do that. If they like my content or not, they're going to like and subscribe. If I set like a little goal, like how I did with trying to get a sub from every European country, that's a goal. Am I going to achieve that goal? I don't know. Do I hope to achieve it? Hell yeah. Take a shot every time he says admit. I don't know. I will say, I am a little bit, crazy when it comes to my channel. But you can't blame me. Like, it's my channel. I've grown it from when I started it and all that mess. So. If you don't like how I'm saying stuff, you don't have to. I don't really care. I mean, you only have 1K subs. That's a lot, but retrospect, not many. But that is something to be proud of. Not saying you shouldn't be proud of it. I'm proud of 500, and that's not much. I have no clue how Unknown Geography has that much. In my opinion, he subbed farmed for it. Which means he can't be talking. Because he has said it. Yeah, short form sub farming. That he don't like when other people do. Absolute hypocrite. Hypocrite alert, yeah. We don't really care. He can be as much of a hypocrite as he wants. I do not care. Less I care, the better. In my opinion. Because why would I care if he's being a hypocrite? What does that mean to me? That I'm doing what he's doing and it's somewhat wrong, but everybody does it, so it's right? Not what everybody does is right, but sub farming everybody does, and it's not wrong, it's not right. It's just a way to get subscribers. If you don't sub farm, oh wow. I don't even... Alright, message retracted. Honestly, do what you do for content. If you want to call every little thing sub farming, that's you. This, what I'm doing right now, sub farming. It's comments farming. What are people going to do when they see this? They're going to subscribe. So they can keep up to date with the series. This is sub farming. Whether you like it or not, it's easy to make content that we all use. I am a mapper. I want to become the popular mapper. Being popular in the mapping community is pretty good. I'm not a popular mapper. Popular mappers deal with so much less. Then, not to diss myself, but I'm going to diss myself. Small mappers like me. I'm too involved in the small mapping community where I can't say, hey, I'm leaving. I'm stuck in the small mapping community. Nobody takes me seriously. I'm a small mapper. Map done. Alright, thanks, man. You should have more subs than me. I want to... I want to say I agree with that, but I don't know what you did in the past, and you don't have much content up, so... I want to agree with you, but I don't know you that well enough. And I don't want to be mean, come off mean, but I don't know what you did for content. I don't know you well enough. I'm not the best. I'm not the best person. I'm not the best mapper. I'm a good person, but not the best. You know? I can be me, believe it or not. I'm a chill mapper, but you do not like talking to me. I will guarantee you that you will not like talking to me most of the time. I mean, as long as you're someone I can agree with. Not like politically wise, but personality wise, you won't have a single problem with me. But if you're not deserving of that respect from me personality wise, you're not gonna get that respect. And I'm not a people pleaser. Sometimes I can be. Depends on who I'm talking to, because if I'm talking to like someone older than me most of the time, I'll try to be a people pleaser. But if I get mad enough, I'll do that. I don't really care. My biggest thing, I don't care what people think. If you disagree with me politically, I don't care. Alright, if you say I should have more subs than you, alright. I'm gonna take your word for it. I'll give you credit, Unknown Geo, for doing the provinces. Thanks for the compliment, but I'm going to say this, you might change your opinion. And don't say stuff like that. Because you might not. But still. I don't want you thinking I'm so much better than you. You know? That's a way to bring you down. You deserve respect from me. I'm pretty sure. Well, we are only human, no one is better than one. I disagree with that. There are some people that I am way better than. Everybody is way better than. I disagree with that 100%. There are some horrible people in this world. And lots of people are better than them. But as kids, no one's better than the other. Sometimes. A good amount of the time, there are some people better than others. And if you learn that fast, alright. That's a good thing. It don't matter what you learn, in my opinion. It's how you act on what you learn. Because if you know what's right and what's wrong, okay, nobody cares. Most people know what's right and what's wrong. Most people don't act on what's right and what's wrong. People care about that. If you act on what's right and what's wrong, W. You're very educational, thank you. Diptangle, he knows what's right and what's wrong. He's probably cooked for the rest of his life, in my opinion. Might be. Has the ability to become a better person. Knows he can. But my opinion is he better put in the effort. If he ain't going to put in the effort, I'm not going to talk to him. But from what I heard from him, he's putting in the effort to becoming a better person. So if you're not a good person, be like Diptangle. I absolutely hate Diptangle. For valid reasons. That nobody can argue with. Not a single person can argue with me. About my beliefs on Diptangle. So, Unknown, I might have to fix a few of these provinces up a bit, but these aren't bad. A few that I did suck, so. 'Cause not even gonna blame you here. I don't even know what provinces you did, what provinces I did. So, no hatred for you. That's how I see it. HRE is a bad person. No doubt about that. But this amount of effort that I have respect for him with, and if he puts in the amount of effort he told me that he was going to put in to becoming a better person, hell, I'm down. I will be HRE's best friend. I don't care. None of y'all know me. I wish y'all could know me, but nobody knows me. And I respect my privacy, and I know y'all respect my privacy, and I respect y'all's. But there's some stuff I have to talk about sometimes, so y'all can't tell me everything. Unless you want it to be talked about. But I'm pretty good at keeping stuff that is very private and should never be talked about private, and then letting people know, hey, this is very bad, should not be happening. Wanted to let y'all know. If y'all see this person, report them, get away from them, don't talk to them. Type gist, you know? Nothing wrong with that. What are you doing now? I have no clue what I'm doing now. I'm doing something now. I'm gonna get off stream, record, probably eat something before I record. Watch Wixo Chaos. Do that, watch Wixo Chaos. In another life, I will watch you try to set them bugs. In another life. Bye, Fred. Alright, I'm gonna go. Bye, chat. 3-hour stream. Holy! Not a 3-hour stream. 2 hour and 30 minutes. Alright, bye. Bye-bye.